Just enjoying the weather.
How does that even...
Slow your roll, slow your roll. Calm and steady takes hold. Fortune doesn't favor weak minds, acting like you need gold. Turn the fortune into horses, I'll be whipping like a skull. Don't you worry about the keeper, eyes on the next goal.
I'm too lucky, no cold, touch me, slow roll, Cusco. I'm on a controversial journey with the buddies. Take out my brain like lobotomy, just to get rid of my thoughts, be rid of you thoughts, be gone, I'm on different top. Spinning a web out of concepts, I'm in your head like a doctor, yeah. You could listen to a project, you could be picture perfect to be honest. I gotta get y'all in, oh my god, I got off on my mid-dash singer. I'm in the middle deciding, vibing. I can shoot out of my fingertips, thunder and lightning. I'm doing something exciting. I am the son of an icon, like me, fight. Always on my mind, listen to the sign. Picture other times, I will not stand in line. Zip it up, drop it and mix it twice. Fresh in the ice, concussion, nice. I'm mixing the rum with the Sprite. I mix the drums out of spite. This shit hit hard, I'm kissing the stars. I'm astronaut living down on Earth.
Slow your roll, slow your roll. Calm and steady takes hold. Fortune doesn't favor weak minds, acting like you need gold. Turn the fortune into horses, I'll be whipping like a skull. Don't you worry about the keeper, eyes on the next goal. Slow-mo, flow mode, fortune more than fine. The golden boy in the golden time. Do it never get the golden time. Pulaski mask when I smelt this track like Nyash can never hit the golden time. Big bad Mac, red tunic, rap blue caps can never reach the golden time. Whoa. Tyler flow in mind, that's how I come up with this molden rhyme. Rear end like that right, that's another pole in mine. Whoa, Bucko in mine, that's another dream, another goal in mine. Missing link 500 fortune, that's how you're gonna get the golden dime. Slow your roll, calm and steady takes hold. Fortune doesn't favor weak minds, acting like you need gold. Turn the fortune into horses, I'll be whipping like a skull. Don't you worry about the keeper, eyes on the next goal. Slow your roll, calm and steady takes hold. Fortune doesn't favor weak minds, acting like you need gold. Turn the fortune into horses, I'll be whipping like a skull. Don't you worry about the keeper, eyes on the next goal.
We've all got our own ways, our own methods, the things that keep us going. You don't have to pretend, baby. I know it gets hard. Looking around, you start to think, maybe this isn't what I wanted. But you have to keep going, keep moving on, and don't you ever look back.
2014 was more than a dream. Thoughts of dope were coming back like there was more for the fiend. Skyscraper lightsabers, there was bright than a beam. I repeat the feeling when the time is right when it seems. I crop it right to the cream. Photo finish supreme, immaculate the rapping sense, and I'll say that with a gleam. Halo around my head, I hang 'em high with esteem. And if you hating on yourself, you ain't a part of the team, you dig? This is dope, boy. You should know, boy. Danny Mankind, what the flow, boy? About that damn time, it's so, boy. So press play, now it's time to get that dope, boy. Catch me outside another weekend. Going on D&D, now I'm all up in the DM. Travel back in time, quick trip down in the end. Remember why we started with things in Too many times they had to tell him this you should know. Type of patience that'll make you question if he is slow. Earning reps by the day, getting past in a shoal. Arrival at destination wasn't part of the goal, so we panicked like the first time driving parking lots. Visualize the time where he's on a super yacht. Slaved away, so to say he owns the masters of his drops. Now it's Daniel. That be how he trains a thought. Had to stand on a square, so he went back to his roots. Professor called upon the dean when he was lacking salute. Cause it's the intel, the incels couldn't compute. Short circuit stuck in the loop. They lie again and again and again, then again they react. acting like hoes. It's killing me how they willingly be acting like bros. They never think to drip flip the cons like the pros till they turn into foes, but that's just how that goes. Because they lack foresight, the vision is near and crystal clear. It's the same thing year after year. With their backs turned, suddenly a stranger appears.
Wait, you look kind of familiar.
I will be fulfilling my destiny. This deal I close. But God is giving me steel in order to heal, I suppose. Go ham fucking stage, time to grow, maintain water low, hydro flow. No such thing as plateau. We just blow like it's dope, boy. You should know, boy.
Danny man?
Kind with the flow, boy. Too odd like a baby, even flow, boy. Let's stop playing, dog. Go and fetch your own toy.
Catch me outside another weekend. Going on D&D, now I'm all up in the DM. Travel back in time, quick trip down in the end.
Remember why we started with things in the
You have a nice time?
We tend to forget what led us to do our favorite things, especially after time passes. Then you start thinking about when it was all simple. Feels like it's only been 5 minutes until finally.
Oh, we're here, and this is nowhere near anything that I've had before. This is a dream galore. My brain is on the floor, dripping in swag, of course. Took 3 shots to deliver now. Make a slick face and come back for more.
How long have we been standing for? Someone brought me cake, how long have we been planning for? Cameras out, candles out, sight, different angles now. All these limbs ain't mine, now my brain has different handles now. What you mean, Dairy Queen, I'm the Oreo? Cause you be...
Wait, whose cake is this?
Oh, we're here.
It's my birthday, how come no one told me let me go and get the Bombay? Cut the cake in my hands, feel like butter. Everything I say feels no different from another. Words and syllables start to jumble all together, bouncing back and forth and they're lighter than a feather.
Words are delicious.
Life is still in my hand, but I feel it getting distant. And now I don't understand, but I think I'm on a mission. I look up and realize I'm still in the same position.
Wait, how's that even?
Oh, we're here, and this is nowhere near anything that I've had before. This is a dream galore. My brain is on the floor, dripping in swag, of course. Took 3 shots to deliver now. Make a slick face and come back for more.
We're still here.
There's a second verse.
Brain dumb like IV.
Need a second nurse.
Show you worse, in reverse. Did it all in one go, no rehearse. She said she gotta go, that's the worst. Tell me how much for the lift, I'll reimburse. Adios, now we're merged. Time to bang out all the bangers till it hurts. See me on a different frequency, tithing to the Lord on delinquency, week to week, do it every day or the blessings go away. Sorry mama, I'ma pray, shout out to the King James. Hear ye, I can't read it clearly, hand me that NIV, I don't have an ID on what they talking about, all that noise, what they talking about.
Pause, rewind, repeat.
What they talking about.
We're still here.
I see this slowly turn into a problem now. It seems like all the peace in mind has fallen out. I better cut them off and make a solemn vow. Beefing with the people that I claimed were the closest. I possibly unstoppably just shifted without notice. Had to separate, man, I swear they're in hypnosis. Now go back to 23, cut it out and stay focused. Like, you do this every day? Yo, that's way too much. There's gotta be another way. Until Bucko gets ready to calm down, let me grab a pen and paper, see what I can jot down.
Words are delicious.
Immaculate, sensational, and exploratious. That's a combination of extravagant, spectacular, magnificent, glorious, and stupendously vicious. Why am I so hungry?
We're still here, and this is nowhere near anything that I've had before. A nightmare, that's for sure. Pick my brain off the floor, starting to lag hardcore. core. Message sent and delivered now. Make a straight face now on.
Done. It's odd how the more I use it, the less I realize I need to. It's one of those things you just gotta keep in check, you know? Just be honest and set actual boundaries. But apart from that, well.
What? You mean...
Yeah!
Good morning, friends. Good morning. We're back. We're here anyway. Everyone's doing well. Hanging in there. Sorry for my absence the last couple days. It's been a rough weekend. Just not feeling well. It's not great. In a lot of pain today, but the dizziness and blurred vision and disorientation has all kind of gone away, so we're going to do our best to put some time into Final Fantasy XIV, because we still have a ways to go there. And yeah, so that's what we're looking at. Yeah. So the plan was to do this until Thursday when Dune came out. Unfortunately, or fortunately, whichever way you want to look at it, Brittany's going to be here on Thursday, so I will not be available that day. So we're going to be starting Dune Awakening on Friday, and we'll just be playing Dune Awakening going forward for the next couple of weeks, even on the weekends, just because I need to make some progress in it. I need to put some time in it, and I'll be leaving roughly on this. Well, I'll be leaving on the 17th, but I don't know if I'll be streaming on the 16th, so we'll see how that goes. But yep, that is what we're looking at right now. So fortunately I missed a couple days, but we should, fingers crossed, be streaming for a little bit today and then hopefully tomorrow, and then we'll be back on Friday, and then just Friday through pretty much every day until then. I might set aside one day, like Sundays might be for Final Fantasy XIV until I leave, but we'll see how it goes. I don't want to spend too much time away from the game, because when I get back it'll feel like I stopped playing, but it's a good transitionary game too. Mostly the reason that I'm going to I want to put so much time into Dune Awakening early is because once I come back from vacation, I don't know if it's going to be a game that I want to come back and spend a lot of time on, so we'll have to see how that goes. But right now we have this light off, the top light off. See how I'm feeling with this. We might just turn the camera off entirely as we go on, but I don't know yet. We'll see. Yeah, I think that's all I really have to yap about. Nothing much has happened over the last couple days. I did try to put some time into Metaphor Refantasio, which is interesting. Wasn't able to focus too much on it. Obviously I wasn't feeling well, so yeah. Hopefully Andy gets on so we can talk about it a little bit. I know he played it. I don't know if anybody else played it though. As much as I want to listen to the what am I trying to say? What am I don't know what my ad schedule's like right now either. I'll look into that. Hold on. Let's see. I have mail at some point. Alright. It looks like we're just running this short 30-second ad, so we'll probably just do that today. What is today? Oh crap, I think I'm supposed to have somebody come one more time for the air conditioner today between 1 and 5. Crap, okay, well we'll see how that goes. If they're here later, then I don't know, we'll see. Today's gonna be crazy as it is, but yeah. That's all. That's all I really have to say. Yep. So we just play. Let's see what the queue is like today. See what the queue is like. So I finally was able to unlock the other day the ability to fly through the first area. Fortunately, you have to unlock each and every area to fly, so it really doesn't matter anymore. It's funny. I always thought it was funny that you get flight like as soon as you're done, more or less, right? Like as soon as you're done with an area for the first time, you get flight.
New high score!
What does high score mean?
According
New
Anthony.
high score, is that bad? What does that mean? Did I break it?
How's it going?
Let's take roll here. Jake
Pretty cool.
Quellen.
Bad news, I just mentioned it. I won't be streaming on Thursday. I will be starting Dune on Friday. So AC's fine. I was just saying they're probably I think they have to come back one more time this afternoon to run some final tests on it, and then other than that it should be good to go. But yeah. Duct testing. It's kind of, yeah, they gotta check all the seals and stuff and make sure the pressure in the system is still good and the refrigerant levels are staying where they're supposed to be. So the first one was like making sure there wasn't anything immediate happening after like 24 hours of it being under load. And then this one is, and then they had to install some additional parts and pieces, and then today should be like the final actual like test Alberic. Oh, this is my my Dragoon quest. Took liberty speaking with some of the locals before you arrived. You see that strange merchants have been acquiring goods in prodigious quantities. It seems to me the blood bearers are replenishing their stores. Yeah, the normal for final inspection to close out the permit. I don't know about the permit, but sure. Hopefully I won't see them for another 6 months. Actually, I think I see them probably in October or November, I think, when they come to check on the heater. Alright, let us split up and scour the area for these so-called merchants. Should someone strike you as suspicious, confront him and gauge his reaction. Sure. You need a golden ticket. There's a merchant. Haven't seen Willy Wonka in a long time. A golden ticket, it's a golden day. What am I doing? Sanguine Dragoon, speak with a shady merchant at Tailfeather. Where are you, shady merchant? You're a traveling merchant. You're not shady, are you? Traveling nigger. Where is this jerk? Sometimes there he is. I knew it. It's like sometimes they like to hide him. Come out. One of the sea dogs. You ain't taking me alive. We get the fight. Okay. Like I was just standing there doing nothing. There we go. Did not mean to press that button. Gonna be a rough day. Bye. Find a suspicious sliver of parchment. What it said. One suspicious fellow I approached was an honest Chocobo breeder. How fared your search? Well, he attacked me and then I killed him. Here's a parchment that he dropped. Attacked by a false merchant, and you say you found this sliver of parchment upon the man. Yes. There's a message ciphered in a manner favored by heretics. Thankfully, I am versed in it. How convenient. There is to be a meeting a short way south of here. Let us go there at once. You got it. Let's go. I don't know the best way to get there, though. South this way, maybe? Go south. Yes. I'm leaving for Yellowstone on Friday morning, and I won't be back until the following weekend. That's right. I'll try to watch the VODs from the Dune gameplay, but I won't be able to watch live during my vacation. No worries. Oh yeah. Glad you're having a good time. But you said you weren't coming back till Father's Day. Well, that should be good. The whole family, everyone in tow. 3 cars. Handful of little ones. Alright, so look who it is. Dion, why are you here? Why is Sir Alberic here? Why do you think, dummy? Rest assured, your secret is safe with us. Not really. Your father is the only other soul that knows. Dion could not bear to see him suffer so. What ails you? That's true. I'm fine. It will pass. Now, I suspect it was Mathonian that led you here. As you can see, he and his blood bearers shall trouble this holy sea no more. Even in self-imposed exile, you think of duty. But now that you have reclaimed Peregrine, there is no need for further deception. Come with us back to Ishgard. Your family and your comrades have need of you. I am sorry, but I cannot. I cannot return to Ishgard ever again. Why? Why? That's what I said. What has happened to you? Houston, I knew... would never forsake her people. She would never turn her back on her nation. I don't think she's doing that. She's just doing it in her own, like, weird way. Please understand, I wish with all my heart to return home, but I have no choice. I have partaken of dragon blood. When the heretics held me captive, they forced the vile substance down my throat. Ah. Honestly, I thought she was trying to do it willingly, so this is slightly better. In a... I don't know if it's better at all. Maybe it's worse. I don't know. Huh. Alone I have mercy, then you... I have already turned. Were I to set foot in Ishgard, I would be charged with heresy of the worst order. If I alone must suffer, then so be it. But you know as well as I how the Inquisition works. Should I be declared a heretic, suspicion is like to fall upon my parents as well. I will not allow that to happen. Full well do I understand your plight, but what do you intend to do? You cannot mean to throw your life away. Perish the thought. I owe my life to my father. If I must die, it shall not be in vain. As Dion has shown us, a dragoon needs no banners to do what is right, and I know full well what I must do. On my lance, I swear to hunt down Growly and end his reign of terror. Thank you, Dion, for showing me the path I must walk, for helping me to accept my fate. I asked this of you once before, but I shall ask again. Please take care of my comrades and my father. I'll do my best. No matter how I searched, I could find no words to stop her. For now, let us return to the observatorium. She is in a pretty difficult position. I'll give her that. It's not nearly as easy as I thought it was originally, so... I thought she had heard that, you know, that the heretics were drinking dragon blood and it was giving them power, and I thought she was making the decision to do that to herself. So I was like, oh, we just have to convince her, you know, not to, or whatever. But no, it turns out that, unfortunately, she was forced to drink it, and that does make it a little bit more difficult. Kind of the downside when you're dealing with a society that deals in absolutes, you know? As I made my way back, I recalled words Hussein once said to me. My worth is measured by the dragons I slay. To be changed into the very thing she has sworn to fight, I can only imagine the storm of turmoil that must rage within her. Yet cruel though her fate is, we must make the best of the hand we have been dealt, and I believe I spy an opportunity. Partaking of dragon blood, Hussein has come to harbor the power of dragons. If she can but master this power, she may well have a fighting chance against Growly. It is not so different from harnessing the power of the eye, I believe. Alas, the danger of corruption is far greater. As you yourself have witnessed, dragon blood alters the flesh, and once the flesh is altered, the mind must soon follow. Will Hussein be able to conquer the dragon that has roused within her? I know not. But we must believe in her and lend her our strength, else she will surely be lost to us. Pray resume your training once more, Dion, and keep your purpose ever close to your heart. For when we next meet, it will be to confront the dragon Growly. I learned Wheeling Thrust. Delivers an attack with a potency of 100, 140 when executed from the target's rear. Combo action, Chaos Thrust. Huh. So, where does that even go? Because now I have something after Chaos Thrust that I have to go through with. Jesus. Okay, well, this is a bummer. Because what am I supposed to do about this? Hey, Gloria, how are you today? How are things? Okay. Goodness. It's a pain. Always the downside of leveling up, especially when you're leveling up so quickly in these games, is that you have to find room for all these things. Your combos change, your button things. All right, Sleepy Morning got nothing done. That's okay. I understand. Gonna be a sleepy, rough day for me too, so I get it. Let's see.
Who's that Pokemon?
Wheeling Thrust wants me to go there. I don't even know what half these buttons are, unfortunately. Kind of the downside of, again, another downside, I suppose, is that I don't have a lot of the buttons that it wants me to have, so it's like trying to find these key bindings. Might help with your bar space. Oh wait, some of your abilities icons change to the next when you use it? Might help with your bar space. No, nothing does yet. Nothing changes when I use them. I have everything combos for me. And now I have two completely different combos. One that I have to use first, and then one that I have to use afterwards. I'm gonna have to get used to I'm gonna have to start getting used to using these. I don't even know what that ability is. Sonic Thrust? When did I get Sonic Thrust? Alright. That's all gonna have to just go, I guess. Goodness gracious. If you have more class quests, I would just do all those and get your abilities and update bars. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is the last one, actually. Maybe I get another one at 60, but I think this requires level 58 or something like that. Which technically I already have. Or maybe that was the one for 58. I think this is the last one. Let me... I don't even know. It's all a mess. All a mess. Sonic Thrust, I don't even know what that does. I've never heard of that ability at all. I don't know when I got it. Oh. I guess I got it at level 62. It's not part of my... It's not part of the class quest. I just get it at level 62. I just assumed all of my new abilities came from class quests. Delivers an attack with a potency of 100 to all enemies in a straight line before you. Combo action Doom Spike. Holy crap, I have a combo for Doom Spike now? I love Doom Spike. I didn't even know that was a thing. And it grants Power Surge? Isn't that what Disembowel does? Yeah. Whoa. I didn't know that. Look at that. That's crazy. Okay. What? But I guess we just start over from nothing and get this going the way it's supposed to be. It's gonna take me so much time to get used to all my abilities again. That guy's literally riding a dinosaur. That guy was riding a T-Rex. I want to ride a T-Rex. Why don't I get to ride a T-Rex? So hot in here. Let's see. So I have right into left, left into right, and then double tap right and double tap left. Double tap left is going to have to go away. I don't even remember what those are. Okay, it's 3. 3 is just going to have to go away. I don't use it ever anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. All right, I won't need it for this, I'm sure, but brain doesn't want to work today. It's really hard to make decisions. I know that sounds like a dumb thing to say, but that's just unfortunately how it is. Okay. Some traits. So for number 1, it's, I don't even know what that ability is. Oh yes, I do. Well, I don't know what that ability is. Let's go to this and just get rid of everything. There we go. So that's all gone. I don't need that anymore. This stuff can all stay where it is. Or maybe it's better if I move it. There. Now I have my right buttons. They're kind of supposed to be... Wrong one. Why? No.
Let's take a roll here.
Morbius.
Jay Quallen.
Hello, friend. How are you? I don't know. It's going. I am sitting here doing nothing, looking at screens, because my brain doesn't want to work. We're living. Okay, so this does go here. This goes here. And then we got that rotation. I don't know what's supposed to go here. That's there, that's there, that's there. This is some other ability. It looks like a spiral. What are you? This Wormwind Thrust is supposed to go there. I don't have that until level 90, so that's great. I'm just never using that button. And then we go again, True Thrust here. This is Chaos Thrust here. Disembowel here. And then healing thrust here. Okay, so it's... I don't know why these... I think we switched these, honestly, on both of these. Should go in a circle. Right? Should go in a circle. And then, I don't know why these buttons are the same over here, but they are. Maybe it's just so that I have... You know what? I can mess with these. I don't need these on two different things. That doesn't make any sense. So I can put something like... Battle Litany can stay. Dragonfire Dive. I can... Where's... I don't even know what those buttons are. I guess we have AoE stuff, which is going to be on like on my jumps here. So this looks like a jump into actually this is it's not a jump. What am I talking about? This is a doom spike into a sonic thrust. I think my jump I'm going to put over here. Eating tacos, the boss bought everyone. Nice. Where did the tacos come from? What kind of tacos? Are they good, authentic tacos, or are they not so good? Like, are they Taco Bell tacos? Not that there's anything wrong with Taco Bell, okay? I'm not out here throwing shade. Just saying, you know, if you want tacos, if you want good tacos, you know, you don't go to Taco Bell for them. Okay, it looks like this is just my AoE stuff. Which is nice, because this is all I really got for now. I guess I could toss... It does kind of suck having jump on those. Fortunately, I don't have a lot of these abilities. This looks like evasive. So this is kind of all set up. Well, these aren't supposed to go here, but... Why can't I move you? I don't know what these buttons even are, or what they do yet. Okay, what don't I have represented? True Thrust is on there, Vorpal Thrust, Life Surge is there, Piercing Talon I don't have. Piercing Talon combos with something now. Oh yeah. I think it's... This says to place Dragonfire Dive here too. Here or here? Here? When? See, from a Mexican restaurant down the street, always really good. Good. Kind of tacos. Standard. Are we doing street tacos? Like, are we doing small corn with some onion and cilantro? Or are we doing, like, classic American taco with flour, beef, cheese, and lettuce, some tomato on top? What's it looking like? I don't even know what this ability does. What do you do? True North. Nullifies all action direction requirements. What? Oh, does that, like, clear being frightened and stuff? I don't know. Oh, I can put items, I can put them on bars even if I don't have them. That's kind of convenient, I guess. This is supposed to be Heaven's Thrust, but... Oh, okay. Jump, Mirage Dive. That switches. This will switch at 92. Then this will switch when I get to 60, I guess. Okay, you know what? Let's just play with what we have at the moment, because we'll see what we got. Chorizo and egg, wanted breakfast. Okay, chorizo and egg is a solid choice. Let's get used to these. 10,000, no, 100,000 experience? Jesus. And I get 2 abilities. Oh, I get that ability, the Glockenschmiel, whatever it's called. Sir Alberic's jaw is set in an anticipation of confrontation. Called Gerskogel. Glockenschmiel. Got it. Chorizo and egg is a... I think chorizo and egg is a quality... It's a quality combination. I'm not a huge egg fan, so like I think chorizo and potato are better, but you have to have cheese with potato. The egg I think is fine because you got the fattiness from the chorizo and like the natural fattiness from the egg that go well together. It's a good combo. You don't need anything else on a chorizo and egg, but personal opinion. I mean salsa obviously if you want it, but good chorizo doesn't really need all that much salsa either, in my opinion. All right, Dion, the hour of reckoning is at hand. Growly is on the move once more. Of course he is. Everything get moved down. What's happened? This smaller. Oh. Sorry, guys. It may be a shorter stream if I can't get back to focusing. I thought I was doing better today. The pain is just the rough thing, but apparently it's worse than I thought. Okay, according to our astrologians, the creature shall soon pass near the dreaming dragon in the Western Highlands. Hustian, too, will be aware of this, and she will seek to confront her nemesis. We must go to her aid. Now, it would not do if she were to be seen by her comrades at this juncture. As such, I will assure the congregation that you have the situation in hand. By the same token, however, this means we will receive no support from the Dragoons. We fight this battle alone. But without further ado, let us be on our way. Pray, see to your preparations, and then meet me at the victory. Is that what it said? Carvana action. I like Carvana. Carvana's a cool Pokemon. Leads to Torpedo. Yeah, I haven't been all the way out there, so no. Button didn't work. Come on, button. Button. Who's got the button? Oh wait, no, I do. Oh right, I forgot. It's changed. Oh, we were in Ravania. Back in, I don't know, wherever we are. Doesn't even tell you. I feel like it should tell you where we are. Covered a new location. That's good. Thank goodness I can fly here now. This is much nicer. Gloria, you're smarter than me. Is there a way that you can add like the region name either on the map or in on your mini map or something? Onto Gaines. Oh, that's her father. I've spoken with the people here. A woman fitting Hustian's description has been sighted nearby. She was headed north, they say, a lance in her hand and a trail of dead heretics in her wake, remnants of the blood bearers, would seem. Sir Alberic has told me all. It matters not what my daughter has become. I am resolved to bring her home. I beg of you, please help her through the coming trial. I just used a bigger map. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. That's kind of cool. Let us split up. The quicker we find Hustian, Lord Montergain shall come with me. Master Dion, thank you for the polite bow. necessary in the situation, but appreciate your politeness. Like, I don't like this tiny circle map. You mean this map? Oh, it does tell me. I'm in Coerthus. I'm in the Coerthus Western Highlands. Maybe it didn't... Oh, it doesn't tell you that when you're moving. Ah. Okay, well that kind of makes sense, I suppose. Never mind. We're good. I'm just... It's being difficult. What's up, Maggie? You've shown up quite a bit today. It's good to see you. Trail of Carnage. Fierce battle took place here recently. A solitary set of footsteps leads to the north. I wonder who that could be. Solitary set of footsteps. Look, we're dead dragons. Is he? Look at him out there. He looks cool. Ice Commander. Okay. Fierce battle took place here. Solitary set of footsteps leads to the west. West, you say? Oh, look. Wow, that's a cool looking dragon. Is that Growly? He looks cool, doesn't he? Wow, look at him. You'd make a cool mount. Hello. You look exactly the same. Oh, you see the resemblance? It's my cousin. Alright. Ustien. Item sync, level 60. Well, that's fine, I guess. Oh no, I don't get my Sonic Blade, which I didn't know that I had before. Oh no. Oh. Alright, let's practice our new combos on this dragon. So, you have come. Behold then, the malign face of my torment. Growly. Oh, Growly. It gives me heart to know that the Azure Dragoon stands with me against my nemesis. She looks really hurt. Ugh, the craving grows stronger by the day, but I shall not succumb to it. Nay, I shall be no dragon's thrall. Good for you. I failed in my duty before. I shan't fail again. Did you really fail? I mean, I guess. Godsman. Thank you for the resub. How are you today? Very kind of you. You never have to do that. Today I shall claim Growly's head. Yeah, you do that. Alright, new combos. Okay, there's this. And then we run into this. And we crit Chaos Strike. And now I can't use my Heavenly button anymore, so I guess it doesn't matter. But I still have Fang and Claw. Okay, he's running away. He takes wing! Keep your eyes above. Boom. Oh, that was cool. Look at this. We're getting some cool raid dungeon mechanics in an outside fight. I dig it. Could you maybe focus on Ella, what's her name, so that I don't have to like run around to get the back attack? Thank you. Oh, that doesn't really count, but oh wait, I can use it. Wait, why can't I use it now? Oh, it was grayed out before. Okay. Combo's pretty easy now, really. I use my left combo to open. Well, technically I don't have any openers. I don't get openers until level 70, I think. But I use the left combo once, and then I use the right combo twice, and then I just repeat the process, so even easier than usual. Okay. I should probably switch Tooth and Fang. I should switch those, I think. Another reason to go A or BAYX. I should just do it in a circle. At last, my duty is fulfilled. There we go. Be like that now. Duty complete. You did it. She doesn't look very healthy, does she? How's everybody in the house feeling, Scotsman? Are you back to normal? As far as stomach goes? I did it. I resisted the dragon within and fulfilled my duty. I could not have done it without you, Dion. No problem. Verily, you are the paragon towards which I aspire. If I am to be like you, I must learn to harness greater power without being consumed by it. Honestly, if I could turn into a dragon, I would. But this battle, I would drink the blood willingly. If I was in your position, I'd be bathing in it. You suddenly get to turn into a dragon? Okay, well, where's the downside? With this battle won, I have a new purpose. I shall conquer the lure of the dragon blood and purge every last drop of it from the land. Justine, thank the Fury you are safe. Father, why are you here? Why do you think? I have come to bring you home. Your mother and I cannot bear to lose you again. Would that I could return, Father, but I cannot. I have partaken of dragon blood and turned. In the eyes of the Inquisition, I am no better than a heretic. I cannot allow you to be associated with me. You needn't worry. This shall remain a secret between the four of us. No, the risk is too great. Even now, 'tis all I can do to suppress my thirst for dragon blood. Wait, so your only urge is to drink more dragon blood? I mean, this I'm just getting win-wins here, you know? Like, I'm not seeing any downside. What's the downside? I mean, I guess being ostracized by your people, that's a downside, but other than that, you know, since the day I said my vows, I strove to become the Azure Dragoon. Failing that, I strove to be as near to it as I could. Finally, I have the power I longed for, but it renders me an enemy to mine own kind. Honestly, what's the difference? I don't really understand the difference between the partaking of the blood itself and just obtaining the eye. Like, they both corrupt, right? The blood, I guess, is more corrupting than the other, but still. Accursed dragons, how many of ours have you claimed with your foul blood? Hear me, Justine. Not once have you yielded to fate, and you mustn't yield to it now. The road ahead will be fraught with hardships. This I do not doubt, but I have faith in you. Oh my goodness, but I have faith that you will overcome them all and return to us. Sure. What if we just, Thank you, Father. Your faith in me lends me strength. However long it takes, I shall conquer the lure of the dragon blood to stand before you once more. Till that day, I shall roam the land and smite our foes with their own power. This I swear upon my forefathers' lance. Tell him, Justine. So she's not coming home. She's just doing what she originally said she was going to do. But this time she promised to come home eventually. Whatever, I don't care. Gearskogel. Delivers an attack to all enemies in a straight line before you with a potency of 200 for the first enemy and 50% less for all remaining enemies. It's a 60-second cooldown now. Additional effect grants Blood of the Dragon. Blood of the Dragon effect increases damage dealt by 10% for 20 seconds. That's pretty good. I'm more interested in the 100,000 experience that I'm about to get. Dragon Lancer's armor. Offer. Branded chest containing a complete set of Dragon Lancer's armor. Oh, cool. Get a whole set of gear. Huzzah! The dragon stirs within, resonating with the soul of the Dragoon. This concludes the Dragoon quest for Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. In order to undertake the next series of quests, you must first meet the following requirements. You must have completed the main scenario quest at the far edge of fate. Once you have done so, the next Dragoon quest will be available from Alberic. Okay. Dragoon Age 2. Nice. Dragon Gauge unlocked. What the heck is that? What are you? This timer indicates the duration of Blood of the Dragon, which increases damage dealt. Using Gearskogel grants blood. What language is that? I feel like that's probably German. Where's Dan? Gearskogel. Dragon blood? Is that just what it means? You can view the job gauge at any time from the actions and traits menu. Okay. So that's what that thing on my screen now is my dragon blood gauge. Okay, cool. And I use that. It's on my main bar. Actions and traits. It's on here. And here. Then I guess it changes at level 70 into Nostraud. Although this is a 2-second ability. Oh, it can only be executed while Nostrand ready. Nostrand ready. Okay, so when it's ready, it switches to something else. Ah. It can only be executed when dive ready. There's upgrades too. I have jump here and then high jump at 74. Okay, cool. Got it. Actions unassignable. Drake's Bane. Delivers an attack with a potency of 380. Combo action, Wheeling Thrust or Fang and Claw can only be executed after successfully landing Wheeling Thrust or Fang and Claw as a combo action. This action cannot be assigned to a hotbar. Wheeling Thrust and Fang and Claw change to Drake's Bane when requirements for execution are met. Oh, cool. Well, that's nice, at least, I guess. Okay. So I'm pretty much just set. Get Mirage Dive in 6 levels, but I don't know if that's again, I don't know what kind of quest. So, like, this wasn't... I just got this. It wasn't part of my quest chain or my class quests, so I don't know. I don't know what dive ready means. So it just says dive ready. Guess we'll figure it out as we go, or we won't. Okay, so let's see. What are we looking at? I am level 62. Battle Litany should be used on cooldown. I still don't have an opener, it seems. Openers start at level 70. Grief. Okay. So figure it out. Okay. So I have this and I have this. So what's supposed to be over there? Maybe I just put it on that bar over there. So I'm not using that for anything. It wants me to have like a bunch of duplicates, and I just don't feel like having a bunch of duplicates, if I'm being honest with you. Now it wants me to have essentially my right trigger is supposed to be a duplicate of my left trigger for the most part, with the exception of Battle Litany. But I don't feel that that's necessary at all. So maybe I just put Glockenspiel over there. Let's see. I gotta press 2 buttons at once. Hold on. Oh, crap. Okay, well, it's not letting me. This mixed controller versus everything else is not as much fun as you'd think it'd be. There we go. All right. Okay. Well, my Dragoon quests are done. So now I really just continue on. Can I just fly there? Where am I? Up there, right? Hello, Kieran. Going up here to identify this place, because it doesn't look like I've been up here before. Should say soon, you've discovered a new area. Here we go. You discovered a new location. Any other? Oh wow, there's all this stuff out here that I haven't found. Well, on this one. Fate joined. Not really. Do 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 do. No flying for me. Hound. What interesting creatures. Band of Chocobo hunters banished from Tailfeather for trapping only female Chocobos has been spotted near the Chocobo forest. Okay. I was just about to ask myself, so I was thinking to myself, why do the wolves, why do the hunting hounds, do they just spawn with the necklace and the bracers and everything? And I was like, well, they probably belong to somebody. I was like, well, let's read the description. And then I did. And then that explained everything. They are actually the hounds of the hunters. Doing the hunting. Speak with Marsa Sham. Seems like he's going to be in here. There you are. Oh, you look cool. Hello. Well, tan my hide and call me Leatherface. We have visitors. Why would I do any of that stuff? Hey, Dragon, how are you? Good to see you.
Here.
Let's take roll here.
Jay Quellen.
Oh, and if the lovely Zale. It's been too long, girl. That it has, Master Sham. That it has. Doing good. New position going. Oh, nice. You got a new position. What are we doing? I am honestly not doing that great. I'm not doing well at all. I had a rough 2 days, and so I've been in bed since like Saturday evening. I took Coda on a walk, and then I fell over. And I haven't been able to really, I've been out of it since then. And I was like, well, today it's just pain. I'm not feeling as dizzy or disoriented. So I was like, let's see if I can do this. And I'll be honest with you, it's not looking like I could do this. So we're trying. I want to go like another hour at least. I am on order help desk, so a lot of back-end help, not in sales anymore. Nice. That's good. That's good. Are you said it's going well so far. How long have you been in it? Oh, well, I guess it can't be too long, right? Because you just got back from your vacation. So did you start it like yesterday? I'm trying to think, because you were out all of last week, right? Need to go. Don't push yourself too hard. We'll see. I don't want to. It's really just a matter of like how much longer I can fake it. That's what it is. You were in training last week. Oh, okay. Yeah, today is the first full day of calls. Well, that's exciting. Nice. So when you're doing back-end help desk, you're really just accepting calls now, right? Instead of like cold calls and Well, that's exciting. Well, good. I'm glad. Is that more like an hourly salaried position kind of thing? Or rather, I assume sales is more... I mean, I'm sure you got paid some hourly, but a lot of it was probably commission if I had to guess. At least now I can say I am the manager and it means... That's true. You talk to a manager. That you're speaking. Speaking. At GameStop, that was always fun too. It's like... Let me talk to a manager. It's like, I'm the only one here, man. Like, who you want to talk to? Because... Oh, better hourly pay? Good. Good. My companions and I are on a pilgrimage to Salmal. Might we stay in Tailfeather a while and prepare for the next leg of our journey? Of course. Stay as long as you like. In fact, I wouldn't suggest leaving the forest at all. The dragons have been absolutely bleeding murderous of late. Dragon, or anyone else for that matter, did anyone else play Metaphor Refantasio? I know Andy played a bit of it and didn't like it. I didn't know if anybody else had. I'm sure Gloria's been busy with things, so... But it's been out for a while now. I don't remember. Maybe not that long. Forgive me, sir, but I am not sure I understand. Do the dragons not bother you here in the forest? Bother us? Did you still not explain things to you, boy? I heard it was decent. So far, so good. I feel like Atlas games in general are an acquired taste. They do such weird and unique and interesting things. Sorry. That, like, it's just weird. Not me, I just haven't had the extra money to get a lot of games. The few new games I got were from a Visa gift card I got for my birthday. Nice, well, at least I got that. It came to Game Pass on the 1st, I think. Maybe a little bit earlier, like the 28th or something like that, the 29th. So I started playing it when I could see, and it's interesting. I'm glad that I'm playing it on my own. I don't think it'd be a very good like stream game. Maybe it would, I don't know. You've seen the tower and Calum trees all about, haven't you? If you were flying above the canopy, you'd barely be able to see the ground. And as you'd expect, local wildlife's canny enough to stay hidden beneath the leaves, which is why the dragons do their hunting elsewhere, and we can do ours in peace. I see. Thank you for the explanation. You're welcome. Now, I know I won't stop you sail here, but dragons ain't the only thing you'll need to keep an eye out for, especially if you're set on heading west. Okay. I don't need any of this. Maybe I just take the gill. But I can sell these now to my people. My grain company. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, I haven't, I didn't know Atlas had his hands in so many different things, I guess. Atlas is very... They're a very big distributor. Are they the publisher or the distributor? They're not a distributor. Are they the publisher or the developers? I don't know that it matters much, but it matters some. But I played a couple of Atlas games, and they're always just so weird. I own the Persona 5, the Royale Edition or whatever. I've never played that because in my head I was like, man, if I ever want to play like a 100-hour plus game, I guess I'll just pick up Persona 5. But then I started playing Metaphor Refantasio, and I was like, oh, I guess this is also another 100-hour plus game. I'm trying to get through it, but it's gonna take some time. Oh, what's up, little one? Hi, baby. He has a blue quest for me. That's a good question. They do make great games, but they are long. Yeah, I mean they're well acclaimed, right? I mean, the Persona series is usually argued as one of like the best RPG series like ever made, right? So I played Persona 3 Golden, Persona 4 Golden, whichever one came out on like the Vita. I don't remember. I tried to play some of that. I started obviously Refantasio. I played, there was another one. Does Atlas do... Atlas doesn't do Bayonetta, do they? That's Bandai. Why do I feel like Atlas does something with Bayonetta? I think they're both a developer and a publisher. Okay, so they do both. Man, what is that game? It was like with robots or like mechs. I own it on the Switch. It's gonna bug me. I have to go find it eventually. You play like space cops, and you have these like robots that you turn into. Some bad news. Master Sean is looking for a reliable pair of feet. Oh, you got him. See, you've been making the rounds, getting to know the hunters in these parts. Well, how'd you like to help a real hunter? I'm overseeing 3 camps set up to the east, but the lazy sods ain't sent me a report in over a fortnight, and I'm too bleeding busy to be playing messenger. You look right fierce enough to get the information out of them. It's a simple job. That'll earn you some coin. Can't rightly say no to that. That tickles your fancy, then you'll need to talk to the leaders of each camp. Lewinolf, Garnett, and Amber. Hear what they have to say and get back to me when you're done. Got it. Do that as we go. Master Shaman would give you fair warning about what awaits you to the west. I dare say you're wondering what could possibly be worse than dragons, eh? Well, I'll tell you. The bloody Nath. They're what you might get if you crossed an antling with a megalocrab and taught the thing how to walk on 2 legs. Wow. They never used to stray far from their hives out of fear of the dragons, but they've gotten a lot more aggressive of late, sending out war parties for moms in all directions. They've been taken to harassing the Dravanians in their own lairs, if you can believe it. And when they venture into the forest, which is more and more, by the way, they certainly ain't afraid to come after my lot. I can only imagine how much worse it'd be closer to the Nath's home territory. Got it. I believe that was Persona 4 Golden. I really enjoyed P3 and P5. However, I tend to enjoy the darker Persona entries. I don't know much about them. Was Persona 4 Golden, is that the one where they shot themselves in the head or something like that in order to get their persona out of themselves? That was always crazy to me. Or was that 3? But I think 4, that's 3. Okay. I don't think I ever played 3, but I remember seeing like promotional material for it, and that was always the thing. Is they like, I was like, all right, that's something. That's crazy. Let's see. They did Shin Megami Tensei 4 as well. My goodness, they've done so many things. They did the 13 Sentinels. They did Shin Megami Tensei. They've done Etrian Odyssey, obviously Persona. What is the game, though, that I played? They did Unicorn Overlord, too. My goodness. Persona 4 was basically a more mature Scooby-Doo, and I mean that in a loving way. 4, I think, is tarot cards. You know what? That sounds right. That sounds like the game that I played. Atlas also did King of Fighters. You know, the other one that I played was Shin Megami Tensei 4, I think. I did play Shin Megami Tensei 4. Not Apocalypse, just 4. Oh my goodness. Whoa, they worked on the original Demon Souls? I didn't know that either. My goodness, these guys have done everything. Also, I can't find this game that I played, so maybe it's a different developer. My goodness, they've played so much nonsense. They did Dragon's Crown too. I did know that. Dragon's Crown as well. Not necessarily 2. Oh, they did Dragon's Crown Pro, obviously, I guess. I really can't find this game. I didn't know they did Catherine. My goodness, they've done so much. Atlas is insane. I guess it's hard to say I'm not a fan of Atlas. I didn't say that. I said Atlas was like an acquired taste. Their games are just so weird, but Atlas gets to do a lot of wild games. There are some amazing and some just fall flat. Yeah, I think, was it Sega? I think Sega kind of did that too for a while, where like, they just did some wild stuff. They did some off-the-wall craziness, and some of it stuck and some of it didn't. Need to figure out what this game is. gonna have to go downstairs and just find it, because it's driving me crazy. Switch games. I could have sworn it was Atlas. But I guess it's not. Switch game or JRP bots. This is going to bug me. Sorry, friends. If my brain was working better, maybe I could figure it out. I Am Setsuna was a great game. Really gonna bug me. Okay, I don't know what it is. I'm gonna go find it. I'm sorry. I can't do it. All right, well that didn't work because I didn't find it. I did find a lot of other games that I didn't know I owned on the Switch, so that's fun. No. I didn't know I owned the collection of Mana. I didn't know I owned a physical copy of Hollow Knight. There's a couple other things that I've done too. I don't. I'd love to let you play Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight's fun. I was playing that on my own recently. I don't know if I've ever actually beaten it. I'm sorry, I can't let this go until I find out what stupid game this is. It's gonna drive me nuts. Because I know I own the game too, which is weird. I don't know why I can't find it. When did that have come out? 2017? Oh, maybe it was... Really is driving me nuts that I can't find this silly game. Okay. Well, I don't know what it is. I'll figure it out. Astral Chain. It was Astral Chain. Jesus. Gloria, thank you. Yeah, where'd you find that? When did it come out? Was it 2019? Hello, Paladroon. Hello, welcome. Yeah, we're playing this for a bit until Friday when we switch over to Dune Awakening. +1 to Gloria indeed. Astral Chain came out in 2019. Who produced that? Platinum. It was Platinum Games. Platinum Games is the ones that did. Okay, so Platinum is the one that did Nier, and they did Bayonetta, and they did Astral Chain. Okay, and then Atlas was the other ones. I mean, they obviously did a lot of other things too, but... Astral Chain. That is the game. Thank you, Gloria. You're the best. Appreciate you. Gloria saves the day. Okay, we can go back to the actual game now, I guess. That's what it is, what it is. Now we gotta fight giant ant crab things, which I guess really aren't that different. I had soft shell crab for the first time the other day. Not impressed. Not my favorite thing. It is what it is. It seems that much has changed in Dravania. The Nath would not want to cause such strife when I lived. Sorry, Palandroon. Welcome. How are you? How are things? Sorry, I ignored you for a second. I was locked in thought. You lived here in Dravania? It was in the time following the calamity. My white family was... I don't even remember what we were talking about. Oh, yeah, we were talking about Metaphor Refantasia, and then we were talking about how Atlas Games makes everything, and then that switched over to a game that I had played that I thought was Atlas and wasn't. I started playing Metaphor offline. It's actually pretty good, very dialogue heavy. Yeah, that's the Japanese RPG-ness of that. I think Atlas in general just does that. we've been doing all right overall. This week has been rough. I'm not feeling good at all. This is probably gonna be a shorter day for me, but I wanted to be on at least a couple days when I could be. So see how it goes. Like, I think we've got another good like half hour in us before I have to go lay down, but we're trying. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. If I don't push today, then hopefully I'll be back tomorrow and things will be better. It was the time following the calamity. My family was dead, my home was gone, and I had fled from the bitter cold into these lands. I knew not the paths of the forest then, and wandered out from under the protection of its boughs. How far are you, Scotsman? Time for the uncapped marathon? Absolutely not. Don't push yourself if you're not feeling it. Take time off. Your health comes before anything else. Yeah, the problem is that, like, there's no fixing it. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm either bad or I'm worse, you know? So it's like, I try not to push myself too hard because I know that if I do that, then it's just going to extend the duration of it, right? Like, it'll just make it longer. But the fact is that usually if I'm in these like low points, it's not going anywhere. It's just kind of like one of those things. I'm level 17. I just got to Martyra. I'm level 16, and I think I just got to Martyra as well. I'm pretty sure that's after the. Oh, that's the Tournament of Kings, right? When that starts up, it's the first city you get to.
Who's that Pokemon?
After you get your runner. Alright, that was when I chanced upon Halsvigurvolger. He had descended from his mountain lair to hunt for food. My exhausted mind could not contend with the sight of the majestic worm. You might be further than... Is it the first city for the tournament, or is it the city where you're getting your bounty from? I'm in the city where you're getting the bounty. Alright, nor the vision of the past, his presence visited upon me. Thankfully, Marsa Sham found my unconscious form at the edge of the trees and nursed me back to health. And in Tailfeather, I remained for some time. Okay, the kidnapper, got it, yeah, okay, we're in the same place. We're the same exact place, actually. Ends your familiarity with the locals, but I interrupted you. You were saying these Nath are once a peaceful people? Peaceful would not be the most fitting description. They are a fiercely territorial tribe, and any who intrude upon their domain are attacked without hesitation or quarter. What difficulty are you playing on by any chance, Scotsman? Outside the borders of their homeland, however, they were rarely hostile. Indeed, we were even able to trade with them on occasion. They've changed then. Just normal. Me too. I feel like normal is deceptively difficult. If you're not like using the correct oh, what are they called? Archetypes, I think is what they're called. If you're not using the right archetypes to like really abuse weaknesses, I feel like you get overwhelmed pretty quickly. Like, there's been a couple times where if I'm not full health, like if I go into a fight half health and I'm like going in with new enemies that I've not seen before, they're just like straight up killing me in a round, or killing one of my allies in a round anyway. All right, they've changed then. What of it? We have not the time to creep through the underbrush on some roundabout route. I say we make straight for Sawmal and crush any unruly insect we meet underfoot. Asinian's all about that, you know, base. You know, he's in it to win it. A more direct path then. Very well. Let us first follow the trail west out of the forest and make for the statue of the Stained One. From there, we should have a fair view of the road that leads to Sawmal. Shall we? We should. I've changed everyone's archetypes. Main guy is a mage, female is a healer, and the guy is a brawler. Yeah, I've swapped archetypes multiple times. Like, multiple times. I don't have a main archetype because that's what I'm saying. Like, you really do have to rely a lot on all of them. So, you know what I didn't do? I did not open this. Which, this should give me new Dragoon set, I guess. Dragon Lance. A Dragon Lancer's Shinbalds. This is all armory stuff, armory chest. I don't think I got a weapon. I think I just got the... Here. Can I sort all this? Yes. Good, it doesn't sort all of it. Yeah, I'm trying to at least get a few to level 20 first and swapping over to level more. Oh, that's a lot. That takes a long time. I'm not going that far. I think most of mine are not that. Why do I look like a... I was about to... Is it... I kind of look like a gimp. Is this the new set? No, this is my set. Random question. What branch do you serve in? Hey, man. I was in the Air Force for 10 years. So I joined straight out of high school in June of 2008. And then I was medically retired in May of 2018. So technically it was 9 years, 10 months, and 2 weeks. But I say 10 years because... You know, why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? What is happening? Am I like this? Oh, that's why, because I'm not in that thing. What is happening? Did you do the mission for the blonde woman? The one to kill the Minotaur type monster? Is that the one in its own little dungeon? Like the Golbul or something? The Golbul Lord? There's two of them, right? It's a dungeon full of goblins. Yes, I did do that one. Yes, I did. Okay, this set's looking pretty nice. Oh, does it only show me one at a time? I want to look like a dragon. Need to go back and kill it. Got to it and couldn't kill it. Yeah, I was able to do it. He's rough, but are you buying the information that tells you like what to do? Oh, nice. I didn't know Midgard's are just kind of rest on your shoulder like that. If you talk to the informant, he'll give you a bunch of stuff, and so I didn't go in with any like mages or anything, which really helps because it didn't aggro or make any of those guys mad. But yeah, that guy, it was a fight. This is kind of a bummer. I want to... Gloria, do you know, is there a way that I can try on bunches, like a whole set at one time? Am I just stupid? That may be my issue. I went in with both healer and mage. Oh yeah, that just makes them all mad. I didn't do any of that. I went in with a knight, a brawler, and a seeker, I think. And then I just, because my seeker has 2 slots, I just changed the healing stuff on him. Yeah, there should be a button in the outfit viewer. Okay, let's find it. Try on. Display gear, save delete outfit. Manually adjust visor, display headgear. Equipment subcommands. See, toggle character plus gamepad only. Oh my goodness, Statitude, thanks for the tip, man. You don't have to do that. I appreciate you. It's nice to meet you. My name's Jonathan, by the way. Sorry, I'm not feeling all that great today. I was medically retired for a reason. I have a neurological condition, so I was hit my head too many times in the military. Yeah, unfortunately, staring at a screen too long or anything really makes my head hurt really bad. I have chronic migraines and other issues, so yeah, welcome to the chat. So sorry I'm not more active or talkative. Usually I have the light on and all the other fun stuff, but I appreciate you. I think it's the save blah 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 button, then just go to the next gear piece in your inventory and it should add that. Okay, let's try that. Save delete outfit. So like that. Okay. Ah, that is working. Okay, thank you. Wrong button. Alright. Okay, well that set looks pretty cool. Also, can I not make this bigger? There's a button I think that you can make it bigger. It's like... Not you. What button are you? I don't know, maybe I can just click and drag this thing. Can I not? Okay, well this set looks sick. Now I need to Fantasia, or need to glamour all that stuff. How do I do that? I look like a dragon and a dragonfly at the same time. That looks amazing. Cool. Awesome. Thank you for the follow. How much for a Coda stream after you're done? Coda, I don't think you understand. Coda follows me like a shadow. There's no way she's staying up here if I'm downstairs. Or if yeah, she's coming down with me. Okay. Well, that's cool. How do I... I guess I just have to glamour that, which means I have to find a place to do it at. That seems like kind of a hassle at this point. I also don't remember how. Guess there's no time like the present to learn, right? Let's do this. I really wish my brain was better today. It'd make all this just so much easier. Not tail feather. I think Werethus is where I want to go. Start at Ishgard. I think Ishgard has an inn in it. In. Do you have glamour prisms? I do. They're in my... They're in one of my retainers? Is that what they're called? Alright, buttons are different. Do I have to pull them out of my retainer's inventory? I imagine that I do, don't I? I always forget that I can fast travel over here. Datitude, did you ever serve? Did you participate in the military endeavor? Yes, I have to pull them out. Okay, that's fine. In keep. May I have a room, please? Then here you. Bricklin. Draw. Glamour. Black prism absorbs magic lights woven upon a glamored piece of equipment, thus dispelling the optical illusion. Be fairly warned that dies and company credits are also removed in the process. What are company crests? Can I just reapply a prism, or do I need more dispellers? Like, can I just re-glamour a piece that I already have? Find out. Anthony, thank you for the resub. Thank you. I hope so too. I really appreciate it. This is the glamour dresser. This is what I'm currently wearing, the Dragon gear. You only need a dispeller if you want the original look back. Perfect. Okay, so new thing. I want... That's the main hand. I don't have any of that. I need the Dragon Lancer's gear. Using Glamour Prism on the selected item and replacing it into the Glamour Dresser will set its spirit bond to 0% and condition is to 100%, as well as remove customization. That's fine. Okay. And that costs me a Glamour Prism. Yeah, okay, there it is. Perfect. Dragon Lancer. That doesn't matter. Oh, I need the other stuff too, don't I? Here we go. That should be everything, right? Not what I meant to do. Again, I keep doing that, sorry. So I have the head, the chest, the gloves, the ants, and the greaves. That should be all I care about, really. How do I apply that? Or since they're already in there, can I just apply a glamour to it now from my inventory? Or do I have to save it as a thing? I would just make a glamour plate in the dresser. Okay, edit glamour plates. That's number 1. This will be number 2. Aha. Aha. There we go. And then save that as plate number 2 and apply it now. Now we're good, right? Those boots look wrong.
Who's that Pokemon?
Where are the boots? Ah. Did miss. I keep doing that because I'm bad. There they are. Okay, Dragon Lancer, Dragon Lancer. Okay, perfect. Now we save that and apply it. And now I have the boots too. Okay, cool. Kinda look like a bug. Don't I? I mean, I look more like a dragonfly than a dragon, I think, but I think it's cool enough that I like it anyway. I have multiple eyes. Okay, cool. Well, now I'm a level 60 Dragoon set. That's neat. The gear that I have is technically better because it's like the raid gear from this patch, or this expansion, so that's why I'm glamoring it rather than just equipping it. Still though, pretty cool. Okay. Let's finish this and then I guess, you know, call it, because I am not feeling it. Let's finish this quest and then call it a day, shall we? Shall we? Sorry for the short stream today, but the shorter today is, hopefully the longer tomorrow's stream is. Well, paint me yellow and call me a Chocobo. That's Millith's sightseeing log you got there. Sure. Oh, I've never done any of the sightseeing stuff. Forgive me, I got carried away for a moment. I am Kester Ironheart, cousin to Millith, and an explorer of sorts, like most of my extended family. When I last spoke to Millith, she told me of an adventurer with a keen case of wanderlust, an adventurer that I know now to be you. What say you lend me your log for a moment? Don't worry, I won't eat it or anything. That's kind of you. I would appreciate it if you didn't eat my log. Not like that anyway. Let's see, there, and yes, there, that should do it, I reckon. I assume he just added a bunch of sightseeing spots to my thing. No secret that Ishgard is home to some of the most remarkable sights in our realm. Mind you, I've not seen them all myself, but I certainly know where they might be found, and now so do you. Thanks to the notes and rumors I've seen fit to jot down in your sightseeing log. Yes, scores of stunning vistas are waiting to be discovered. Your legs will not carry you to all of them, though. So should you find a particular spot out of reach, you might consider taking to the skies atop a black feathered bird. Oh, but if I were to say more, it would be robbing you of the joy of discovering these particular views for yourself. Godspeed, my fellow explorer. May this moment mark the beginning of a tour of wonder. Thanks. Heavensward entries have been added to your sightseeing log. You must be level 50 or above to record Heavensward vistas. Travel to the location indicated and fulfill the necessary conditions. How could you be here without being level 50? Is that even like a thing? I think this is the main quest. Yeah. Main quest? Plural? Or not plural, but finish those. Bird? Oh, I changed my key bindings, so that's going to take some getting used to. I can't go out this way, can I? Oh, nope, it's open. Nice. Convenient. I'm guessing there aren't aquatic mounts. Can mounts even swim? I actually have no idea. I think they can swim. I don't know if I've been in water deep enough for them to swim. A Bandersnatch? Where are we, Alice in Wonderland? It looks a bit Bandersnatchy. Oh. That's not nice, friend. What did I do to you? I was just admiring you, if anything. Alright, well the Bandersnatch didn't like being bugged, so I get it. I get it. You sense a hostile presence. Of course I do. That's such a cool new ability. I'm really liking that a lot. Stinging Claw is cool too, but Wailing Thrust is just sick. Proceed to the Stained One, meeting any foes who stand in your way. Oh, is it up there? Maybe I should have just done these while I was on the way. Whatever, it's fine. I'll worry about it later. I'm not in a rush. I guess we're taking Estinian's suggestion. He's just like, kill whatever, you know? It's in our way, it dies. If it bleeds, we can kill it. Their current. Low. Also, I need to get used to my new AoE rotation, which is on this button. My right trigger is now AoE, what little I have, and my left trigger is now my mount. It's less important. Like now, right? I can do this. Ooh, such a cool ability. Do you prefer controller over mouse and keyboard? I don't know if prefer is the right word. I never actually played with mouse and keyboard. I did, so I played mouse and keyboard back in the WoW days. Most of the MMOs that I played have been mouse and keyboard, to be fair. But with this one, when I started playing this game last August, it was like just about after my 1 year streaming. I was going to do a 24-hour stream, and at the time I was doing the hard 75 challenge, which is stupid. Don't do that. But so we were doing the hard 75, and because of that, I knew that I was going to have to be on a walking pad. I was going to have to use my walking pad for like an hour twice during the stream or whatever. Idiot indeed, yeah. So I was like, well, I can't play with mouse keyboard, but I've heard good things about controller support for this game. So I was like, okay, well, let's just use a controller. So I started with a controller and never switched back over because it just seemed like, you know, why would I? So, yeah, so I don't know if I prefer one or the other. It's just I started with controller and I haven't found any reason not to continue with controller. Especially with Dragoon, you know, fortunately, however you want to look at it, the Dragoon is not the most complex class I've ever played in my life. So there's only so many buttons that I need. And, you know, the controller does pretty well with that. Should we chance to meet Marsasham again, remind me to thank him. Had he not warned us to expect Nath, I doubt I would be standing here. Don't worry, Alphino. Amid ruins that I would tentatively describe as Ishgardian, the style, if not quite identical, betrays a definite resemblance. Of a scholar's eye, Master Alphino. The structure is, in fact, over 1,000 years old. It is a remnant of the age when our ancestors and dragonkind lived together in peace. That's nice. You claim this is evidence of our harmonious past. I was taught that these buildings were constructed by heretics in honor of your Javanian masters. This rebel inspires no such awe in me. See, Paladrin says, once I learned about the extra crossbar options, the WXHB, and the options for holding one, I made my controller ability drastically. Yeah. Being able to double tap and being able to, like, hold left to right transitions. But it's still more to keep track of than keyboard and mouse. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I played World of Warcraft for years, so I was familiar with like mouse and keyboard setup there. I played, goodness, before that I played EverQuest back in the day for a while, which was all mouse and keyboard. I think that briefly when I played Elder Scrolls Online, I did that with mouse and keyboard. We did Lost Ark, mouse and keyboard. I did Throne and Liberty, mouse and keyboard. Actually, that's not true at all. I started mouse and keyboard with Lost Ark, but Throne and Liberty. But at the time, my computer was having issues, so I switched over to Xbox. So we did play Throne and Liberty with a controller, which was fine because again, Throne and Liberty it like really shrunk your abilities down. So. But the controller design is really quite genius. Had I started on controller, I'd probably say the exact opposite. But I'm glad I can switch between PC and console so easily. Yeah. I generally speaking, if I would have not been in the position I was at the time, I probably would have been playing mouse and keyboard and gone from there. But now that I've been playing on controller, right now I just don't see any reason to switch. It plays pretty well. There are some weird control issues like menuing and stuff. Like I would say assigning abilities to my hotbars is a little bit easier with a mouse. Some of the menuing is better with a mouse and keyboard, or mouse in general, but other than that, you know, it's just the normal stuff is pretty good with a mouse, I would say. Oh, I'm sorry, with a controller. Stubborn fool, how desperately you cling to the false teachings of your beloved Holy See. Enough, both of you. You threaten the success of our mission with this incessant squabbling. Dion, pray reason with these two. Yeah, I'll get right on that. Our goals are the same. Set aside your differences for now. The truth of the past will be revealed. Grunt. Truth of the past will be revealed. Quite. Lest you forget, our goal is to prevent a war which will claim the lives of Dravanians and Ishgardians alike. If we are to accomplish this, you must learn to tolerate each other's presence. Trusted Dion's gift. In time, the secrets of history will be brought to light. Let that be enough, Istinian. You would have me keep my counsel until Dion's visions confirm the truth. Very well, but bait me not. Our meeting with Hrosvelgr will likely provide the catalyst Dion's gift requires, as it did mine. Let us press on. Sure. Give me gold. Quest complete. I played Final Fantasy Online when it first came out. You mean 11 or 14? Oh, PS4, so that would have... Actually, I don't know. Was Final Fantasy 11 on the PS4? And failed horribly. Then they saved it with the reboot. Okay, so you played 14 originally, and then, yeah. I never got around to playing... That's not true. I think I played 14 when it first came out too, but I didn't have a lot of time to dedicate to it. Final Fantasy 11 is on the PS2. Yeah, I think you're right. That was like one of the first big games that had like internet support on the console at the time. But yeah, I think I was in the same position. I remember playing a bit of Final Fantasy 14 when it first came out, and it just didn't catch my interest at the time. I'm a big Final Fantasy fan, so that was kind of a bummer, but I think I just had other things going on then. And then when they did the reboot, I remember I didn't play when it first came out, but I bought the Final Fantasy 14 collection, which I think included the first 2 expansions, which is why I have Sildra. I have a couple of like Kain and other things, so like I have... Oh, wrong thing. I have Sildra, which is from that thing. And then I also have a couple of like minions. So I think Bartz and Kain were both from that set as well. They were like they came with the bundle. Maybe the Onion Knight did too. I think a lot of this stuff did. But I didn't even know I had this. This is cool. I don't know who you are, but anyway. But I never played it. It was still sealed for the longest time. And then I opened it and played a bit on the PS4 again. Back in 2017, 2018. I did not get far at all. I was addicted to Warframe at the time. And so I was like really digging Warframe, and I was like, oh, let me try this. You know, it's an MMORPG. It'll be fun. And I just couldn't get away from Warframe. And then we started this again last year. So I am well behind the curve. Let's see. Let's accept this. Ysel wishes to survey the approach to the distant towers. Spy you the 3 great towers to the west. The Guardians know them as Anix Shrine. The place serves as a roost for Hraesvelgur's lesser kindred. If we are to reach the peak of Samal, then we must first besiege these lands' dragons to open the way. But do not be disheartened. The one who leads them is a friend. Of rather more concern is the disposition of the Nath. Let us survey the approach to the towers and see if the path is clear. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that indeed. Wrong one. Siren. I never played Final Fantasy XI though. Never. I've never opened that game. I don't think I've ever installed it. I think you can play it now. I think it's available on Steam, isn't it? I don't recall. I think there are ways to play it though. But it never really caught my interest. Mostly just because of, I think at the time, of how difficult it was. Yeah, you can still play it. I just don't see the point of why I would play that when I could play this. Like, I have so much catching up to do, and there's so many things to do in this game that I don't see why I would ever want to play Final Fantasy XI. Because for me, like, there's no nostalgia to it, right? Like, I think maybe if I would have played it at the time, when it first came out, or when it was still popular, maybe there'd be some nostalgia that would make me interested in going back and playing it. But I don't have that, so really I feel like I would just be playing an inferior version of this game. I got back into this when Dawn Trail came out and got it on Xbox, nice, but I just built my first computer and I had to buy it again. Yeah, I had to do the same thing, so I'm downloading currently, thank God for cross progression. Yeah, I was really bummed too. I did the same exact thing you did, because I owned the collection, as I mentioned earlier, on like PS4, and then I tried to download the trial. Like, I was like, okay, I'll play it on the Xbox, I'll just download the trial. But because my account was already linked to a trial before there, the license didn't transfer over, and I was like, oh, okay, well, great. And then I had to buy it all again on Steam, because I figured, well, you know, Steam would probably be the best method after that. So although I do kind of regret it, as you know, with Game Pass or with the Xbox app, I could have just played it all on this anyway. So probably should have gone on Xbox, that way I could have played downstairs in bed. But I think the next goal, the next big purchase I want to make, is to get a Steam Deck, for several reasons, but one of which being is I can play downstairs. I can play this downstairs, which would be nice. So 'tis as I feared. The road ahead is teeming with Nath soldiers. Arsasham did not exaggerate then. The beastmen have grown brazen, indeed, if they would threaten the dragon so openly. Do they intend to assault the lair itself? I pray they do not. Mighty though my Dravanian friends are, they are yet vulnerable to the Nath's muskets. There is no route save the one before us. Should the beastmen offer battle, we have no choice but to accept. Datitude, do you know what class you plan on going? You said you played a little bit before, but you know what you plan on maining? Also, Paladrun, you said you played as well. What do you play? We were talking about controllers. This is my only class. I have a level 30 summoner / scholar that I've really never used. I did a couple class quests with it and then promptly gave it up. Only because it was too much. Yeah, that wheeling thrust is such a cool ability. Huge fan. I don't know why it's not AoE, but it's not. Oh, I was like, what's happening? There we go. I didn't see those guys up there. I was like, why is this not going away? I have one character that's a Dragoon. Nice, good choice. But I haven't played him in a long time, and I miss him. My alt, now main, I guess, is a white mage, but I have started all the jobs I have access to. Nice. Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. I was really pushing through a Realm Reborn content, so I stopped picking up a lot of the blue quests and stuff like that. So I'm trying to go back and like place or grab some of those that I missed as well. But this is the only class that I actually have and have played. Like, there's nothing else that I have access to. I killed that guy with one shot. I didn't mean to. I mean, I guess I did mean to, but... I have a 93 white mage, so I'm going to finish that out to 100. Good choice. I think white mage is the healer that I want to go with as well. Although I haven't played scholar. I played the summoner, but I didn't do any of the scholar stuff. I chose the summoner / scholar so I could level up, 2 classes in one. It just seemed to make sense. But, I think I really like the white mage. I saw a white mage playing, and I saw them summon a giant angel out of the sky to destroy a bunch of enemies, and I was like, that looks cool. I want to do that. So, we'll see. Once we finish Heavensward on the alts, I have to decide which character to stick with. It's been a messy journey, hence the alts. Now, I completely understand. I get it. A summoning stone. Why are you just out there? Can this summon a Chocobo? Stone bears a striking resemblance to a Chocobo. On closer inspection, the stone appears to be a large horn. Perhaps if you were to blow into one of the holes, you would summon a Chocobo, though it may be prudent to leave a rental fee just in case. Oh. Well, that's cool. Huh. Neat. It's like a Chocobo border in the wild. Cool. Yeah, I have been entirely stubborn when it comes to mains and alts. I have stuck with the Dragoon almost entirely. I did start the summoners so I could play off stream. So like Dion here was my on stream, main that I only played when I was being watched. And then my summoner was going to be something else. But I've not gotten a lot of time to play anything else when I'm not streaming lately. So... Well, okay, that's not true. I played a lot of things. I just haven't taken the time to play Final Fantasy XIV off stream. Let's not... I don't want to lie to you guys. I've been playing a lot of stuff off stream. Just, not 14. My Dragoon has gotten all the way to the very, very beginning of Stormblood. I have no idea which character to go with. Being White Mage has made the dungeons pop so fast, and I'll miss that. That's fair. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with playing through both, experiencing certain stuff. I'm just being stubborn. I didn't want to do anything else, especially with Heavensward. As you can see, I'm level 62, so I'm already like beyond the level cap of this, the max level of this expansion, and I'm not even halfway through the stuff. So and nowadays there's like all those rings and trinkets and earrings and stuff like that you can put on with the roulettes to just make leveling so much faster. So you all have been playing a lot more than I have, but from the sound of it, it seems like you could play the main story or play the story with one character and then just do all the roulettes and the dailies and stuff with another and get all the experience essentially. So we are not falling behind with either. I take no pleasure in killing Nath. 'Twas to avoid bloodshed that I agreed to join you on this journey. Well, it cannot be helped. We may proceed into the courtyard together, but leave the task of hailing its occupants to me. And keep your lance on your back, Dragoon. On my word to the Warrior of Light, I shall start no fight, only finish it. Estinians Justinian's that guy, isn't he? He's like the YN of the Dragoons at the moment. You truly are beyond salvation. Come then. My white mage is just a little ahead of you main story quest-wise, and I'm about 2 levels ahead of you. Nice. Okay, so you're quite a bit... So you've been doing probably more roulettes than I have. I stopped doing roulettes like 3/4 of the way through a Realm Reborn, I guess, just because I was so far beyond the main story quest level.
Vidofnir!
Vidofnir. So yep, I actually advise new players to start with 2 classes that may, when one gets too far ahead, you can swap to the second one. That's fair. I think that's not a bad idea either.
'Tis thee, little one. From above, I did mistake thee for a nath.
I did not expect that voice to come out of
thou wouldst now be ash.
that dragon.
Dear Vidofnir, how I have missed you. Would that I had come sooner, and not out of dire necessity.
Thou art troubled.
Quit profiling the dragons. I mean,
know thy plight.
Can you tell me that it's better? Can you tell me that you expected it? Kyle, thank you for the resub. 22 months. My goodness. How are you, friend?
I would end this war without
Crazy.
further
I guess
bloodshed.
August will be 2 years. August 1st.
How am I to believe thee, little one?
And August 24th will be both of our affiliate anniversaries. So that'll be exciting. Baird and Midland. I feel ya. I'm not doing that great either. It's been a rough week.
Dragon, or I shall gouge out one of yours.
Okay, Estinian, let's back up a little bit. Let's
You forget yourself, sir.
dial
we
it
are
down.
here on a mission of peace.
My sires will forbiddeth me from inviting discord to our home. 'Tis for this reason and no
Typical
other
Dragoon.
that thou still drawest breath, knight.
I mean,
Vidofnir, please.
it is like
We
a
must be allowed to convey our intentions
Capulets
to
and Montague
Hraesvelgar in
situation.
person, with words of our own choosing.
Look,
Grant
that's
us
been a
this
rough week,
favor,
yeah.
and open the way to Som Al.
Thou hast ever been welcome, little one. But I cannot grant thy wish. I am bound
I'm not gonna
to
lie.
remain here
He
and protect
kind of
my
reminds
kin
me
from
of
the Nath's god.
of a Halloween decoration, like one of those animatronics that you'd put in your front
summoned
yard.
a primal.
The Nath has summoned a primal. Who's the Nath primal?
Pray excuse my forwardness, but if we were to eliminate the threat to your
Every time he
territory,
talks, I
would
miss
you
Sam.
consent to Lady Izel's request?
I expect it to be Sam, and it's not.
Dost thou imagine thyself equal to the task? To succeed where dragons have failed?
I mean, we're like 6 for 6 at this point, so why not?
'Tis beyond thee, mortal. But thou art welcome to try, nonetheless.
Thank you.
Only know that idle promises shall avail thee naught.
Yes, I miss him as Alpha. No one else bothers me. Yeah, I didn't really know many of the other voice actors either, but I knew Sam, and his voice was just like super recognizable. Now that it's gone, it's like, oh
I
man.
must our every bid for peace breed yet more war.
I'm sure at some point I'll get used to it, but it's still fresh. Okay. Do I care about any of these? Not really, but I can sell these to the others completely. You gain 48,000 experience, plus 7,000 experience. So roughly 56,000 experience. Let's see. Sale seems occupied with thoughts of the Nath and their primal. Yeah, honestly, who did Nath summon? The little sky birds up there summoned Bismarck, which was sick, by the way. Bismarck looked cool. I guess it's another Final Fantasy XII Aeon that I don't know about. What did they call him in 12? They didn't call him primals, did they? Zodiacs? No, Zodiac is the big boss of this game. Or not the big boss, but like the Ascian god or whatever. Oh, this trial is amazing. Good. So the Nath has summoned their god. I believe the next one is unique to Final Fantasy XIV. The next, oh, the summon. Oh, that's exciting. Or the primal. That's cool. So the Nath have summoned their god, and thus is the mystery of their newfound belligerence laid to rest. Are you not glad, Lady Iceheart? I thought you would applaud them for summoning a primal to further their own ends. After all, you did. I did not reach out to Saint Sheba to further mine own ends. I desired her strength only to forge anew the peace between man and dragon. But what a fool I am to speak of peace to you, a bloodthirsty savage who murders without thought or compunction. I mean, maybe I've proven myself different, but I am also a Dragoon standing here. I don't know. I also am the Azure Dragoon. Different, separate but equal. I don't know. Eidolons are a thing at some point as well in this game, or in Final Fantasy in general. Because yeah, Final Fantasy's called them so many things. Icons, Aeons, summons, primals, Eidolons. Oh man. Oh yeah, Guardian Forces, whatever the heck that is. I hate 8. I hate Final Fantasy 8 so much. Yeah, Guardians, whatever, or whatever, GS. Sorry, I shouldn't talk bad about 8. It just doesn't make any sense. But yeah, thank you for... Gloria's 100% right. They've also been called that. Enough, I say. If the Nath have truly brought forth their deity from the ether, we must face it together or watch our hopes fall apart. All now rests upon the primal's defeat. But ere we think of confronting it, we must first study its origins. What is the nature of this god? What manner of faith sustains its existence? My apologies, you were right, of course. Let us return to the Tailfeather and consult with Marsham. He knows more of the Nath and their culture than most. You got it. Let me go attune myself to this crystal up here. Quest accepted. Oh, he's wearing the set I was wearing at the end of A Realm Reborn. Finally, I found someone shorter than me, player-wise. I'm about to Fantasia myself just to make myself 6 inches taller, because I'm getting real tired of this height discrepancy. You attuned to the ether, right? Getting rid of MP in favor of draws was the most criminal change from Final Fantasy VIII. I have a lot of complaints about Final Fantasy VIII. I respect it and appreciate it more as an adult than I did as a child. I really did not like that game when I was younger, and even when I play it now, it's still not. It's my least favorite of all of them. It's at the bottom of the list for me. But the GFs were also complicated, but I didn't mind the mechanic. But it was so weird. Yeah, like I never liked I never like a mechanic. We played another game that was like that too, honestly. I don't remember what it is, but I never like a mechanic where if you summon something, you lose the abilities for it. You know what? It was actually Golden Sun. Golden Sun was that way too. And Golden Sun wasn't as bad in my opinion, because there were strategies and mechanics that you could use and like abuse kind of thing in order to become stronger. But Golden Sun was the same, where if you use your what are they called? I want to say scions, but elements. If you use the Jinn, they're called Jinn. If you use the Jinn to summon them, yeah, thank you, Gloria. If you use the Jinn, then you lose the attributes for them, and so there was like this strategy to it. Final Fantasy VIII, it didn't feel like there was really any strategy other than just like, hey, if you use all your magic early, it's really strong, but if you don't like one-shot the enemies, well, congratulations, you've just like nerfed yourself because you've lowered your stats over time. And I just didn't like it. I also don't like mechanics where you have to choose. Like, I'm sorry, that was very vague. At the end of a fight, I feel like if you have to choose between getting experience or money or items or any combination of those two, I don't really like that either. Lunar, is it Luna or Lunar? I think it was called Lunar. Another RPG did that too back in the day, where you had to choose between whether you wanted to farm the items or whether you wanted to farm the experience and the money. Yeah, it was Lunar. Thank you, Scotsman. And that is the funniest mount I've ever seen in my life. See the little crab flying around? Look, little guy. Just riding on a little crab. So, you know, Final Fantasy VIII, I think every Final Fantasy has done a decent job of like expanding on its previous games as well as trying something new. I think that's one of the things that I've always liked about Final Fantasy is that almost every game pushes the boundaries in some way, right? Even going from like Final Fantasy 1 to Final Fantasy 2 with the job system, and like Final Fantasy 2 to Final Fantasy 3 with the summoning system, and then, you know, so on and so forth, right? Like most games, I think 3, 4, and 5 kind of they do some things different, but overall it's like they found a formula and stuck with it. But then you had, you know, 6 is one of my favorite games of all time. But that, you know, each one pushes something. I just think 8 did a lot of... I just didn't like the direction that 8 took. I didn't like the story. I didn't really like a lot of gameplay mechanics. The characters really didn't do it for me all that much. Like, it just... It didn't do it for me, and it was not my favorite game. But I know it's a lot of people's favorites. Andy, one of our good friends here in the stream that's usually on, that's his favorite. You know, he loves 8. But I think that's another cool thing about Final Fantasy is like everyone has their favorites. You know, everyone or every game is someone's favorite. And I think we've talked about that a lot with this game in particular with the expansions, right? Like every expansion is someone's favorite, even though some of them are regarded better than others. You know, they all have their fans. Final Fantasy Tactics was great, but Final Fantasy Tactics was like a drastic spin-off, I would say, from all the others. I do love Tactics. I think it's a great game. That game was hard. I remember playing it when I was in the 6th grade or so. I think I was in the 6th or 7th grade when I first played that. I remember that. Maybe it was even 5th grade when I played that. That was a hard game. 8 is the Wii U of the FF series. It feels like that sometimes. I agree, it was difficult and a radical spin-off. Yeah. That game... I remember that game being the first game that introduced me to a game that would hard lock you or soft lock you into having to start the game all over again, which is really frustrating. There's a fight in that game that is just 100% a stat check, and you either are that guy or you're not that guy. And unfortunately, a lot of times you weren't that guy, and there was no way to win. It would just... you would just game over and over again on that one mission. And so unless you had like multiple save files outside of that mission, there was nothing you could do. There was no grinding, there was no getting better. You would just start that chapter and you either could beat it or you couldn't. So I remember that game being really frustrating there. And you know, I remember once I played it the second time and got up to that point, I made like another save so I could go back and grind if I needed to. But at that point I did so much grinding because I knew it was coming that I didn't need to again. But still, that was a big one. That was a game that made me do multiple save files in other yeah, exactly. It was crazy in other games. Yeah, I am a overwriter. I don't usually create save files for the most part, or multiple save files. Even now I don't do it, but there are certainly games where it feels required. That was one of them. Friends, I am sorry. I am still not feeling that great, and I feel like I'm faking it pretty well, but I am in a lot of pain. And I don't want to push it any further, to be honest with you, because the longer I go today, then the shorter tomorrow will be, or it just won't happen. So I'd rather that not be the case. So see, I've been doing 3 saves since Final Fantasy IV back in the day. I made too many mistakes. Now I almost never use the other ones, but the one time I do is the lifesaver. So I think Final Fantasy IV. So back in 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, when we started our marathon, when we started Final Fantasy 1 and finished all the others, Final Fantasy 4 was the game I started cheating in, because we ended up losing 2 hours of progress to those stupid cockatrices. I remember grinding outside the desert. It was the first time we got met with those cockatrice mother effers, and my entire party got stoned, like turned to stone, and I lost 2 hours of progress. And I was like, okay. And then I started cheating. And so from that day on, for all the Final Fantasies, we essentially just turned on like max gold, so I wouldn't have to grind anymore. So, so yeah, I remember Final Fantasy IV was another one for us. That was a good one. But that whole month is a blur to me, because from August 1st to August 31st, we beat Final Fantasy 1 through Final Fantasy 6. I streamed every day, and we yeah, 1 through 6, and Chrono Trigger on top of that. So that was a crazy one. That was a rough one, but we did it. All right, yeah. I am gonna bounce from here. What is today? Today's Tuesday? Today's Tuesday. So, go watch Dragon. Dragon, are you streaming tonight? I think Dragon's been playing some Dreamlight Valley, I think, now on Tuesdays. Oh wait, no, she switched, I think, to... Don't tell me. It's something that we just played. She's been playing Expedition 33. Is that your Tuesday night games now, or is that your Saturday games? Either way, she's playing either Dreamlight Valley or Clair Obscur Expedition 33. We streamed and beat Clair Obscur a couple weeks ago now. One of the best games I've ever played. I think that game is a masterpiece. In my opinion, it's like, if it's not a 10 out of 10, it's like a very close, like 9.5. I think there were some things about it, but just the environment in general was beautiful. Saturday is cozy. Okay, cool. Perfect. Then yeah, she'll be playing Clair Obscur tonight. So shout outs to her. I think she usually starts around 7 p.m. Eastern time, I think. So 6 o'clock Central, which is our time zone. Ideally, as long as my head gets a little bit better, we will be back tomorrow at around 11 a.m. Central Time. Sorry again for the short stream. Datitude, it was nice to meet you, man. Thank you for the tip. That was really kind of you. I really appreciate that. And then, oh, thanks. Someone did the shout out for me. Appreciate that. And then, Aladroon, it was nice to see you again, man. I appreciate you stopping by and saying hi. Usually I'm on for, 4, 5, 6 hours, but, hey, here we go. Playing some Evil Within. I remember these days. I think this is where we met, Dragon, isn't it? I think I was playing, it was last October, yeah?
Yes, proceeding to regrets. Proceeding
I remember this part.
Regrets.
Yeah, I did the same thing. Then you get caught, and then you're like, oh no, what are you gonna do?
Come out. Come out.
Yeah, I remember that. But yeah, I remember playing, I think I was playing the Evil Within, and then Dragon was playing it at the same time, but she was playing on the extreme, like, die in one hit difficulty, and I was like, nah, you're good. I'm good, fam. You do that. I'm gonna stick with my baby steps. But anyway, I'm just rambling at this point. As always, I love you guys. I appreciate you all. Thank you for being here as much as you can be. Fingers crossed I'm back tomorrow. If I'm not back tomorrow, I won't be back until Friday. And on Friday, we'll be starting Dune Awakening. So we'll be playing Dune Awakening for the foreseeable future. So thanks. I love you guys. I'll be back as soon as I can be, and I hope to see you then. Bye, everybody.
Who's that creeping through my window? I've been counting blessings like they keep on coming tenfold. Fingers to the sky, steady rocking to the tempo. Light so bright, shining through from my window. Who's that creeping through my window? I've been counting blessings like they keep on coming tenfold. Fingers to the sky, steady rocking to the tempo. Light so bright, shining through from my window. Shots from Miami when the heat in the holster. Got a red nose like Rudolph without the cola. Brought a friend along cause she was not polar. Was 1 + 2 = 3 on my sofa. So put the order, kill it not in order. Is it order? That's because it's super south side. We steady on the rise and you might not see it coming, but you will know.
I take it you can figure things out from here.
Yeah, the path is pretty simple. It's pretty clear. I'll be fine, Sha.
Seems like the time is now.
Yeah, I mean, it's getting pretty late. What's going on?
Oh, you know, just enjoying the weather.
How does that even...
Slow your roll, slow your roll. Calm and steady takes hold. Fortune doesn't favor weak minds. Acting like you need gold. Turn the fortune into horses. I'll be whipping like a skull. Don't you worry about the keeper. Eyes on the next goal.
I'm too lucky, no cold, touch me, slow roll, Cusco. I'm on a controversial journey with the buddies. Pick out my brain like lobotomy, just to get rid of my thoughts. Be rid of you thoughts, be gone. I'm on different top, spinning a web out of concepts. I'm in your head like a doctor, yeah. You could listen to a project. You could be picture perfect, to be honest.